So I'm using this thing for the first time, so you guys are learning right alongside me. So this technology, okay, first of all, let me show you. You can't really see the, you know what? I have the box. So to keep it short, the technology basically heats up to a point where it breaks down the collagen so that your body rebuilds the collagen, which is the premise for just about every single technique people use, right? For aesthetics, estheticians, right? They all use the same, they're all using an array of technology and an array of methods that break down the collagen so that your body's forced to rebuild it. Because when it rebuilds itself, it rebuilds like this rather than like this, which your body does over time when you reuse something over and over and over and you don't attend to it. So with that being said, again, to keep this short, we can go deeper into the technology or you can Google it. But to keep it short, this basically heats up the skin, breaks down the collagen underneath the skin and causes it to have to repair itself. Again, I'm putting that in layman's terms. We can dig more into technology later. So I'm gonna do, so first of all, this is the insert I'm going to use. There's this one for the body. I'm using this one for the face. Again, my first time using this machine, so I'm not exactly sure how it's going to feel. So this is the base gel. This goes on your skin to keep from any, it keeps it, first of all, it lubricates. Second of all, it keeps from any of that zinging, if you will, when you use something with frequency. So this is really similar to Pure Wellness Company in Claremont actually uses the Human Tekar bath. It's awesome technology, much more advanced, but it's a similar concept. And I'm thankful that I have a little bit of a reference point there because otherwise I would be lost here. I wouldn't have any idea what I was doing or how to approach it. So what I do know is that I need to put this on my skin first. Then I'm gonna put this on, I'm gonna do a time of between 10 and 30 minutes. I'll probably start tonight on level 1, 10 minutes. That's the lowest time and the lowest setting. So let's start with the cream. Every part of the face has a suggestion for the amount of time. So, you know, for example, through here, 2 minutes or so, but 5 minutes or so on the forehead. So I've referenced that. If you buy this machine, the instructions will obviously point you to the amount of time you're supposed to spend in each area of the face. I'm gonna go with all of the recommendations at first. When I get more comfortable with the machine, that's when I start kind of breaking out. But in reference to what I was saying earlier, is estheticians and everybody else who uses different modalities to break down the collagen, I mean, that's exactly what you're doing with microneedling. That's what you're doing with gua sha. So again, all of the, I have a lot. I put way too much on my hand. A little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna do this whole area on my face. And then just hope that it stays lubricated as long as I need it to. So, as usual, this is super convenient. All right, so let's turn the power on. Let's plug the machine in, okay? Let's turn the power on. So 10 minutes, level 1. And it says to keep it moving. Nice and warm, I don't feel any zinging or anything. It does tend to warm up pretty quickly because of the frequencies and how fast they're moving. So to avoid any burning, you're supposed to just keep it moving. Obviously, if any spot on my face starts to dry up, we need to reapply the gel. Although I used so much, I highly doubt it's gonna be an issue. This honestly just feels nice. Nice and warm. So I will just stay on this part of my face for the next couple minutes. So just to give you guys an update, I've been doing this for about 10 minutes. I upped my time to 20 minutes and might update it to 30 minutes, and I upped my level to level 3, which is the highest level, and 30 minutes will be the greatest amount of time. So I can definitely tell you this is a very comfortable procedure. Personal preference, of course, but I can tell you this, my skin is very sensitive, and I am very comfortable. This is definitely warm, right? And you definitely have to be careful to keep it moving. It's very important. But as long as you do that, and you keep the lubrication as well, you'll be in good shape. You guys can see my face is red. The heat, which means blood flow, baby. You know how I feel about blood flow. I'm gonna need more of this gel, I'll tell you that too. Just gonna reapply everywhere, including my chin. I'm gonna go under my chin a little bit. Keep that lubricant. The nice thing is I can apply a little bit of pressure and get some extra lymph drainage out of this as well. I'm sort of treating this just like I treat the gua sha, as in I'm just trying to spend an equal amount of time on each part of my face, tending a little bit extra to the areas that I know need some work, and of course trying to stay within some of the parameters suggested by the manufacturer. Loved it, very comfortable. Some tips for next time, or at least tips for myself. So I will stay in places longer. I was worried about getting burned because, again, my skin is so sensitive, so I was moving so rapidly throughout, and I think realistically that's not necessary. I could have slowed down, and I think I'll do that. I'll definitely start off with the full 30 minutes and at level 3, and well, that's really it. So I think it suggests you do this every 3 to 4 days. I'm gonna see how I feel tomorrow, but I'm probably gonna do this to my skin every couple of days. Frankly, every other day is probably going to be the routine I'm on. Based on my research, I don't see how that could be harmful unless there's some burning or peeling or anything like that. So like I said, I'll check and see how I feel tomorrow and go based on that. Oh, I wanted to show you guys, I'm finishing off the night with this. It's a retinol complex. It's only 0.25 retinol. I don't like to break down that really important skin barrier that a lot of people just totally destroy by over exfoliating or too much retinol and what have you, and obviously sun exposure and things like that. So I like to go with a light retinol, and I'm gonna work my way back up to probably a 0.5. But anyway, this is Skin Medica, that's the brand. Like 1.5 pumps, and it has a great moisturizer in it. So I have yet to see any peeling. And I love that because retinol can be very harsh on the skin, albeit good harsh, I guess, beneficial harshness. I don't love that in between phase where I peel. So the moisturizer in this is awesome. So I'm gonna put this on, and that's that. Mwah!